Gemini, welcome to your tarot reading. I hope you're all doing extremely well. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, that would be absolutely fabulous. So let's jump straight into your reading and see what messages we've got for you today. So what is it that our lovely Geminis need to know, please, for their highest good? Okay, Four of Cups. Two of Wands in the reverse. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Six of Wands. Oh, all awesome. Yay. Okay, we've got the Hermit in the reverse. Three of Swords. The Chariot. And the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, wonderful. Right, let's see what's going on here for you guys. Just taking that. Okay, so starting off with the Four of Cups, this is telling me that you have been, it's a card of boredom. It's a card of feeling very meh. So it looks like you are waiting around for something to happen. The Two of Wands in reverse is that feeling where you can't make plans to move forward. You're wanting to move forward with a plan, but there is some form of delay in your plans. There is a cup that's being offered to you, but you are not looking at the offer. You are not wanting to socialize either. You're sort of sticking to yourself and you're very bored over there, or you're just feeling unfulfilled with life. And I think it's because you can't make plans to move forward. You seem to be stuck in some way. The Nine of Wands is being stuck in the same old story. That's Polly the cat saying hello. So it seems like you're sort of playing the same old story again and again. And, I'm just seeing that you need to perhaps stand up for yourself here. And what I like is that you've got the Six of Wands coming after that. So that is a card of victory. Some of you could be influencers out there, it doesn't have to be, or motivational speakers, or standing up on stage. Doesn't have to be though. What it really is just saying is you are going to gain some form of victory. You are going to be recognized by people and you are going to finally be in the spotlight. Whereas here, you've been on your own, you haven't been able to make plans to move forward, you're going through the same old story again and again. You're feeling really worn out by things as well. You've been through the wars with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And then suddenly you get this absolute victory where you're standing up there in the spotlight and people are recognizing you finally. So perhaps you are going to take this offer, this cup that is being handed to you in this first card. So I like this. Then we have the Hermit in reverse. So very, very nice. You are coming out of this sort of time of being alone and feeling bored. You've probably been at home alone a lot, in hermit mode, pondering over things. And now you are coming out of this. You're coming back out into the world. And there we see you are. You are flourishing again. But you've been through something really hard. With the Three of Swords coming up here, it looks like there has been some real heartache. This could be a physical ailment that you've been going through. Perhaps this has stopped your plans from moving ahead. If it's not a physical ailment, then it is just that sense of heartache. You've been going through something really painful here. And it seems to have to do with this continual waiting, not being able to implement the plans that you are wanting to make to move forward. But then suddenly we have the Chariot. So this is fast movement forward. This is, you've only got two major arcanas, the Hermit in the reverse and the Chariot moving forward. So these are both saying that you are going to be moving forward very, very quickly, very, very soon. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to stop for a minute. We had someone here. So as I was saying, you are now moving forward at great, great speed. So even though you've waited a long time for whatever this is, you are now moving ahead very, very quickly. The Chariot is another card of victory. So you've got two cards of victory here. I really, really like this for you. You could be traveling somewhere. You might have been waiting, because the Two of Wands can also be a card of planning to travel somewhere. So it could be that you have been waiting to travel somewhere, and very soon it's going to happen. The Chariot, as I say, is a card of travel. It can indicate cars, any kind of travel really. Something to do with a vehicle, but if not a vehicle, then it just indicates some form of travel and some form of victory. You've got a strong will here. You're much stronger than in these cards over here. So you've definitely been through something quite hectic, and now you are going to be moving forward, should I say, very, very soon. And we've got that clarified because we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Eight of Swords upright is all about feeling trapped and feeling imprisoned. So there's definitely been something that has been going on where you have been stuck. That's what I'm seeing. And then all of a sudden, things change and you are feeling like you are free again. That is the message that I'm seeing here with the Chariot right next to it, the Six of Wands above it, is that freedom is on its way. So I think you just have to be patient and don't miss out on any offers that come your way. Okay. Yeah, I'm just seeing freedom after a time of pain and being alone and waiting for things to happen, not being able to go forward in some way. For some of you, this could, if it isn't physical travel that you've been waiting for, it could also be that you've wanted to extend your business outward, perhaps, something like that. And you've had to wait quite a long time to do this. For some reason, there has been this heartache, this pain. As I say, it could be physical, or it could just be some form of real heartache, something that's hurt you quite badly. But here she is with all the threads mending her heart. Okay, so things are mending for you. They will be soon. And you will be feeling the sense of freedom. You will be moving ahead at great speed, gaining victory, and people are going to recognize you again. You're going to be in the spotlight. So I'm loving this for you. This is really, really positive after a time of hardship. So let's just see what else we can get for you now. Further messages for our Gemini collective, please. Yeah, you've been wounded in some way or another, and you felt like it's just the same old story again and again and again. And then just all of a sudden it changes, and it changes at great speed. Okay, further messages for Gemini, please. The Queen of Cups. So this is all about healing the world. Oh, wonderful. And then we have the Five of Coins coming out in the reverse. Okay, I really like this. All right, underneath the deck, we've got this Five of Cups. So this is saying to me, yes, you have been through some form of loss, some form of disappointment, some form of sadness. There are 3 cups that have been spilt, but all you have to do is turn around and see the 2 cups that are still standing here. I hope you can see that. The 2 cups that are still standing, you need to turn around and see what you've still got to work with there. Because you've got something there instead of focusing on what has been lost. And I think you're doing that because suddenly things move forward and you gain this victory. But it's just saying that you have been through some form of real pain and sadness and loss. The Queen of Cups is the healer of the tarot. This could be you. This could be someone that you're dealing with. You could be seeing a healer of some kind. It could even be a love partner in your life that's helping you through this. Take that as it resonates. But she's someone really soft, gentle, kind, very heart-based, and And as I say, she is the healer of the tarot. So some of you could be healers yourself out there in some capacity or another, or you could be seeing a healer of some kind. Okay. This could be any kind of healer, from a psychologist to if it's physical, you know, you could be seeing a doctor of some kind, someone who is perhaps a holistic healer. That is for some of you out there. Or else this is someone that is helping you through this whole situation. Then we have the World card. So this is another card of travel. You could very well have been waiting to travel, and this could very well be overseas travel. And then on the other hand, it's also a card of coming full circle, successfully completing something. So I'm seeing that all this heartache and this waiting and this feeling like the wounded warrior and imprisoned and sadness is coming to an end. And it's not just coming to it's coming to an end where you are going to feel successful at the end of it. You're going to feel victorious at the end of it. So I really like this. And then the 5 of coins coming out in the reverse is just saying again, perhaps you have been going through, some of you might have been going through financial struggles, in which case this is coming to an end. For others of you, this could indicate that feeling of, the feeling from these first cards. It's feeling like you've been left out into the cold. Sorry, this was in the reverse. So it's feeling like you've been left out in the cold. So there's been a lot of heartache, a lot of disappointment, a lot of waiting for things to move forward, perhaps feeling a bit bored by life. And this feeling of being left out into the cold. And now you are coming out of that completely, and something is going to be over, and it's going to make you feel so much more powerful and victorious. That is what I'm getting in a nutshell with this reading. So I really, really like this for you. I think it's coming out very, very positively in the end. So perhaps you just need to have patience in this matter, because there is something really amazing coming in for you. I mean, 2 cards of victory plus the World card saying that it is going to be over soon and it's going to be successful. You're going to feel really good. But I am seeing travel for a number of you. So leave me a comment and let me know if it resonates with you at all. So I'm going to just finish this reading off with a color card now for you. Just one last message, one last piece of advice for you guys. Gemini, please. Oh, wow. Okay, you got green space, which is all about setting boundaries. Okay. So let's just read that one from the book. Green space. Fear of not being loved or accepted by others causes us to say yes when we need to say no. When your boundaries are not clear, others will continue to abuse your energy and eventually you will burn out and have nothing to give. Now, the interesting thing about the 9 of Wands, which I didn't mention, it's also all about boundaries. I want to just show this card to you. If I can get it out here. You can see she's got her boundaries up there. Okay, so this is all about boundaries. And you've got it in the reverse, which is saying that you're not putting up your boundaries when you need to. Okay, so eventually you will burn out and have nothing to give. Green says everything you do comes from your heart. Those around you know that. You are a generous giver. So this could be you, the Queen of Cups, giving too much, you know. You are a generous giver and here to be of service. However, when you fail to set boundaries, you stop being of service and become the servant. Begin to state your boundaries very clearly and watch as the reaction you receive is respect and even more love. Use green to help declutter your physical spaces and set boundaries. Green will also help you declutter old stuck emotions from past relationships. Breathe the green into your heart and lungs and feel it release and cleanse your body from emotional pain, shock, and trauma, leaving your heart open for new love to enter. Okay, so we have had this heartache card, we have had this lack of boundaries. Also, interestingly enough, with the Two of Wands, you can see she's in an empty space. Okay, so she's decluttered. Oh, that's a clarification there, that hooter. So she's decluttered her space, and this allows for new things to come in. But in the reverse, it's saying that you need to declutter your space, as said the green space card. Okay, so set those boundaries very, very clearly, and you will see things change. Also, just there are many YouTube videos you can watch doing heart chakra meditations, things like that. Wear green, keep green around you. Do your own meditation, breathing in the green color. You know, you can imagine it in your mind and you can breathe it in. So green is going to be a really good color to help you through this whole process that you're going through and gain your victory in the end. I think this is just a little warning, this Five of Cups, to say don't wallow over what has been lost. Focus on what you still have standing. Okay, this could, I'm just getting the feeling these two cups could also indicate two people in your life that love you very much. Or that are with you in one way or another, helping you through this. So focus on what you already have, and that is going to help you through this process to get to your victory. Okay, so that is your reading, Gemini. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and I am sending you so much love, and I will hopefully see you all again in the next one. Bye. Mwah.